Good evening and welcome to tonight's news bulletin, coming to you live from this news center of the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. A financing agreement is signed for the direct connection project with GCC Interconnection Authority's power grid at a value exceeding 38 million Omani Riyals. And with investments exceeding 68 million Omani Riyals, 8 partnerships and development agreements are signed to implement integrated residential neighborhoods and land schemes in various governorates of the Sultanate of Oman. Good evening once again, and thank you for joining us. Those were the headlines, and now the news in detail. The GCC Interconnected Authority and the Qatar Fund for Development have signed a funding agreement to link Oman to the GCC power grid. More details coming up in this report.
Valued at 38.5 million Omani Riyals, the Gulf Cooperation Council Interconnection Authority and the Qatar Fund for Development signed a financing agreement for the direct connection project between the Sultanate of Oman and the GCC Interconnection Authority's network.
This project is a very critical project for the Sultanate of Oman and the GCC interconnect. It will allow us to be able to trade electrons and to be able to achieve our net zero through increasing renewables in the grid, in the national grid in the Sultanate of Oman, of course, and the national grids across the GCC countries.
The project, which is estimated to be around 270 million Omani Riyals, includes the construction of 2 400 kilovolt power lines linking As-Sila station in the United Arab Emirates with the Abri station in Oman, with a total length of 530 kilometers.
That project is part of 3 major projects that we are doing in the GCCIA in terms of going into the expansion that we are doing now, which is there to accommodate the increase in the development of electricity and the need for electricity between the GCC member states.
The project is expected to reduce the need for new power generation plants, facilitate electricity exchange between GCC countries and Oman, lower operation costs, contribute carbon emissions reduction, and support sustainable development goals. The signing of the project was held under the auspices of His Excellency Engineer Salim bin Nasser Al-Aufi, Minister of Energy and Minerals.
The Minister of Housing and Urban Planning signed 8 partnership and development agreements to implement integrated residential neighborhoods and plans Project Suruh in various governorates of the Sultanate of Oman, with an investment value exceeding 68 million Omani Riyals and over an area of more than 1,700,000 square meters. The agreements are related to the implementation of integrated residential neighborhoods projects that provide more than 1,300 housing units equipped with modern facilities that keep pace with the requirements of modern life. The signing ceremony also witnessed the launch of 4 new investment opportunities to develop integrated residential neighborhoods and plans distributed across the governorates of North Al-Batina, North Al-Sharqiyya, Dhafar, and South Al-Batina. The Minister of Housing and Urban Planning launched the media dialogue ahead of time, focusing on media outlets in the Sultan Haytham city. Winners of Sultan Haytham city competition, Basamat, were announced during the ceremony, which was under the auspices of His Excellency Dr. Khamis bin Saif Al Jabri, head of Oman Vision 2040 unit. The event aims at involving stakeholders in Sultan Haytham city, including developers and other service providers, in the latest updates and milestone achieved in the development of Sultan Haytham city. The Development Bank organized a meeting that brought together entrepreneurs and owners of small and medium enterprises in Musandam Governorate with the aim of reviewing its lending activities. The Development Bank presented its lending activities during the last year and statistics on the beneficiaries. During the meeting, the bank revealed its financing operations, the targeted sectors and beneficiaries, while taking into account the aspirations of the beneficiaries and their proposals on developing banking procedures and facilities. The meeting aimed at making the bank's facilities available for the entrepreneurship sector and enhancing economic growth. You're watching the Sultanate of Oman television, and later to come in our news bulletin. The Sultanate of Oman marks World Radio Day. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. Major General Maqrou bin Salim al-Baluchi, commander of the Royal Army of Oman, handed over the royal certificates of innocence to a number of officers from various training colleges at Al-Murtafa camp. Royal Army of Oman commander congratulated the graduates on the occasion of their graduation after receiving military training which reflected the efforts made to bring them to this honorable level and the military abilities and skills they possessed. Sultan Qaboos University hosted a vibrant cultural exhibition as part of the Arabic language and Omani cultural program, bringing together 77 international students from Russia, South Korea and Oman to celebrate cultural diversity and unity. More details coming up in this report. Sultan Qaboos University hosted an exciting cultural exhibition as part of the Arabic language and Omani cultural program, uniting 77 international students from Russia, South Korea, and in the presence of their Omani counterpart in a celebration of diverse traditions. The event featured captivating Russian folk dances, a dynamic Korean taekwondo demonstration, and the chance to sample delicious treats such as blini, Russian pancakes, teok, Korean rice cakes, and Omani halwa. The atmosphere was filled with joy as students exchanged cultural experiences, building connections and mutual appreciation.
We are here with Abalone from Russia and Fatma from Oman and these girls from Korea. And to be honest, we are so happy to be here in Sultan Qaboos University and to represent our cultures in a Mahrajan, in a festival, cultural festival. It is absolutely wonderful. And I'm so happy that I achieved one of my main goals here is to be closer to Omani culture and to culture of Middle East.
Hi, I am from Korea. Very happy to be in Oman where we exchange our culture along with the friends from Russia. Thank you, Oman!
The exhibition was a true highlight of the program, which has been fostering cross-cultural understanding. Students expressed their delight in participating, with many sharing how the event helped them learn more about each other's cultures in a fun, interactive way.
I'm from Moscow, from Russia, and I'm here in University Sultan Qaboos, and I really appreciate this experience and this cultural exchange between Russian culture and culture of Omani people, and I'm really lucky that I got here, and thank you all.
And I'm joined by my friends from Russia and Korea. I'm really happy to be here today. I got to learn a lot about the Russian culture and the Korean culture, and at the same time I got to share my own culture. So I want to thank the ICO for giving me such an opportunity, and hopefully we're going to have more and more experiences in the future.
As a representative of the Center for Arabic Culture Al Hadara, I'm honored to join this wonderful cultural festival organized by Sultan Qaboos University students and participants from Russia and South Korea. This event celebrates cultural exchange, strengthens our international friendships, and highlights our rich traditions. We deeply appreciate our Omani hosts' warm hospitality and look forward to future collaborations.
Alongside the exhibition, students have been engaging in immersive experiences, visiting iconic sites like Muscat National Museum, Matrah Souq, and historic locations in Ad-Dakhiliya Governorate. Now, in its second year, the program not only strengthens Arabic language skills, but also promotes global unity, allowing students to connect, learn, and celebrate the rich cultural heritage of Oman and beyond. Today we have an exciting conversation as we welcome students from Russia and South Korea who are participating in the Arabic language and Omani culture program at Sultan Qaboos University. Their journey has been full of discoveries, from mastering Arabic phrases to experiencing the warmth of Omani hospitality and even daring to try a plate of shua. We are delighted to have with us Elena of Alva, Russian students from the Russian Center for Arabic Culture, Al Hadara, which brings together students from various Russian universities. So joining us here is Fatima Iswail bint Muhammad Al-Farsi, and Omani students from Sultan Qaboos University. Before we delve into their experiences, it is fascinating to note that both Oman and Russia share a deep appreciation for traditional performing arts, just as Omanis take pride in Al-Razha, a rhythmic sword dance symbolizing strength and unity. Again, Russia has Cossack dances known for their powerful movements and storytelling through music. This shared love for cultural expression highlights how art connects people across continents. And as we said, here we have Evelina. Evelina, welcome to our studio here.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now, Evelina, what would you like to tell us? What has been the most unforgettable part of your time in Oman? And mention to us, was it the Arabic lessons or the Omani coffee?
To tell the truth, all the trip to Oman is an unforgettable experience. From the beginning, when we just arrived here, and finishing by this moment, when I'm here in a television studio, I'm absolutely happy to be here. And as for our Arabic program, and as for our lessons, we have 3 days for classes. 2 days when we have cultural visits. I mean, the visits to opera, to the mosques, and 2 days, I mean, weekend, like spare time or long distance visit. For instance, Nizwa, Wadi Shab, Sahara, Bidia, and I'm absolutely happy to visit all these places. But my outstanding moments are those when I communicate to Omani people. When we discuss ordinary things, relationships or cultures, traditions, using only Arabic language, drinking Omani coffee with dates or halwa. And I'm absolutely happy to share these moments with my Omani colleagues. I can say like this.
Wonderful, wonderful. And I believe you speak fluent Arabic at the same time. But because we have an English program right now, so we stick to English. But again, cultural exchange always comes with a bit of adventure, especially when it involves food. How was your experience trying Omani cuisine and taking part in traditional activities?
It's so interesting to mention. To be honest, when I'm abroad, I'm so careful with the food. But here, I guess I became 40% Omanian because right now I can't imagine my life without halwa, without dates, without karak, without laban with rice. But the most unforgettable experience was when, with the girls from Sultan Qaboos University, we went to the traditional restaurant and tried huzi lahm, and eating by our our own hands, sitting on the floor. It was like shocked. And so in this case, I really want to thank for the Sultan Qaboos University and Maktab Ta'awun al-Dawli from the Armenian side, and Markaz al-Thaqafa al-Arabiya and my university as well, Diplomatic Academy from Moscow, for this knowledge and this opportunity to not only to practice my language, but as well to plunge into culture and traditions.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. And now we move to Fatima. Fatima, of course, as you know, meeting with the students from around the world is very exciting.
Yes.
Now tell me, what did you learn from them, and what are the areas that you have exchanged among yourselves?
Yes, actually getting to interact with the Russian and Korean students for this past month has been a truly enriching experience, as we got to discuss a lot about our own traditions, values, and perspectives. And at the same time, I got to share my own culture with them. Yeah.
Wonderful. Now, yesterday we have witnessed the cultural exhibition at Sultan Qaboos University, and there was a display of culture from Russia, from Korea, and again from Oman, an exhibition of different type of foods actually there. Now, being with all the people from different countries, what would you like to say about it?
Like, it's something that I can't even explain in words if I say so myself. Getting to talk with all the students from international, like everywhere around, from Korea and Russia, as I said before, I got to try their food, their traditions and stuff like that. And yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. We really would like to thank both of you. This is a good way of making connection with the people of the world, meeting and exchanging ideas, exchanging culture at the same time. I really would like to thank you, but before we leave from here, I would like you to say one word in Arabic, or two or three that which are from Oman, if you know any.
في عمان أنا أريد يعني أشكرك لك وأشكرك فاطمة وأشكرك يعني على هذه فرصة مميزة وأظن هذه الكلمة حلوة عمان.
شكرا جزيلا. Thank you very much for that. She of course mentioned it in Arabic. She would like to thank both Fatima, her colleague, and would like also to thank the Sultanate of Oman. Thank you, Evelina, Fatima, for sharing stories. It is inspiring to see how language and culture bring people together, one conversation and one halwa testing at a time. We wish you both success in your studies and future cultural adventure. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Be with me here. Now, the tour of Oman 2025 reached its thrilling final yesterday, concluding 5 intense days of racing across Oman's breathtaking landscapes. Here is once again another report coming to you.
The 14th edition of the Tour of Oman came to a spectacular close, concluding 5 intense days of racing that tested riders' endurance, tactics, and resilience. The final stage, stretching 138.5 kilometers from the Wilaya of Izki to the Wilaya of Al-Jabr Al-Akhdar in the Ad-Dakhiliya Governorate, tested the riders to their limits. In a spectacular display of strength and strategy, Valentine Paris conquered the final stage, surging ahead on the relentless slopes to take a well-earned victory. But the biggest triumph belonged to Adam Yates, whose consistency throughout the race ensured he retained the leader's jersey and celebrated his second successive Tour of Oman title.
Yeah, it's been a really nice week. We knew today would be the decisive stage. Yeah, obviously we had the climb on stage 3 as well, which is really hard, but this climb is a little bit longer, it's a little bit more consistent gradient, and we knew this climb was suited better for me. So yeah, we had to be patient, but then we managed to win, so it's been a good week.
It was really hard today with the heat also, and the climb is really steep, but really nice. I really enjoyed to race here in Oman. It was really nice, so I'm really happy to take a win at the end.
With 5 stages covering 881.4 kilometers, the Tour of Oman 2025 once again proved why it is one of the most challenging and prestigious early season races. This edition will be remembered for its fierce competition, dramatic climbs, and the relentless pursuit of glory. The 2025 Tour of Oman was more than just a cycling race, blending sport with a celebration of history, natural beauty, and the growing appeal of Oman as a top destination for cultural tourism. Reporting from Al-Dakhiliya Governorate, this is Saleh bin Khalfan Al-Rahbi.
The Sultanate of Oman celebrates World Radio Day, which falls on February 13th annually, and this year comes under the theme Radio and Climate Change. Oman radio station plays a pivotal role in promoting environmental awareness of various climate change issues and its economic impacts through the diversity of their programs. They also harness their modern capabilities and technologies to be an effective platform that address human and societal issues. Additionally, the stations activate their digital platforms, offering a space for youth to share their opinions and suggestions in environmental initiatives. Oman radio stations remain in a testament to all that has been achieved and accomplished, as they are the voice that steers every still moment and the echo that resonates through every avenue. Congratulations. The Sultanate of Oman and the Arab Republic of Egypt signed in Cairo a memorandum of understanding in the fields of investments, promotion, agriculture, food security, tourism, transportation and logistic services. The memorandum aims to establish a bilateral framework for investments cooperation and exports development and facilitate the exchange of technical knowledge, advice and expertise between the two countries. The memorandum also provides a framework for promoting investments in vital sectors, including agriculture and food security, tourism, logistics and transportation services, infrastructure projects, tourism industry, and, of course, information technology. The Sultanate of Oman launched the Maqrou font project, which is the first Arabic font designed for people with dyslexia. The projects will contribute to empowering education, enhancing inclusiveness, and enriching technological and digital innovation in the Sultanate of Oman. The project launch was patronized by Her Excellency Dr. Madiha bint Ahmed al-Shaybaniya, Minister of Education. The results of the 2024 Abalone stock survey conducted by the Fisheries Research Center at the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries and Water Resources showed a good improvement in volumes and abundance, with recorded production reaching more than 76 tons in 10 fishing days. The Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries and Water Resources Dhofar explained that Wilayat of Sadah achieved the highest level of production at 93.5%, while Wilayat of Mirbat produced 6.5%. Adding that the total number of licenses issued for this season amounted to 2,369 licenses. Al-Wusta Winter Festival concluded its activities in the Arabian Oryx Sanctuary, where visitors enjoyed plenty of entertaining and cultural activities. The Arabian Oryx Sanctuary is considered as a symbol of Al-Wusta Governorate, and it represents the beauty of the nature and the cultural legacy that Al-Wusta people are proud of. The festival offered a rich experience for visitors to explore the desert environment and its deep connection. It also highlighted the importance of protecting wildlife, especially endangered animals. This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. A financing agreement is signed for the direct connection projects with the GCC Interconnection Authorities, a power grid at a value exceeding 38 million Oman Riyals. And with the investments exceeding 68 million Omani Riyals, 8 partnerships and development agreements are signed to implement integrated residential neighborhoods and land schemes in various governorates of the Sultanate of Oman. With that, We do conclude this news bulletin, which came to you live from this news center of the Sultanate of Oman television. Thank you for joining us, and good night.